Hello, hello, hello. As you can see, it is the opening promotional game for the Marienberg Fisherprize Cup tournament. And beautiful depiction on the screen of the Templehof Moonshiners. And we're going to hear a little bit of background story. And again, this game is just a one-off game because there were a couple of players who on the reserve list for the actual Marienberg Cup, and the teams are already taken up. So yeah, just give them a taster of something a little bit unusual. And this is kind of unusual. So anyway, let's get to business. Let's listen and hear something about the Templehof Moonshiners.
The Moonshiners were first established at one of the most renowned drinking holes in Templehof, Sylvania. It is said that former innkeeper Boar's Rat Snatcher planted the original seed of the team, with rowdy revellers increasingly obsessed with Cabal Vision showings of Blood Bowl matches. The story goes that he saw an opportunity to gain some coin and patronage by forming an amateur Drunken Goat Inn Blood Bowl team. Sadly, his dreams were never realised. Though a team was formed, the patrons of his establishment far preferred the professional scene. The ragtag bunch of drunkards that made up the forgettable Drunken Goats became a laughingstock in Templehof, managing a measly best result of 1-4 against the Sturquays boatmen. For once, they actually drove towards the correct end zone for the entire match, scoring a touchdown only because both teams had partaken in a pre-game drinking contest. Although Boar's Rat Snatcher disbanded the team, the players were not so easily deterred. They swore never to drink at the Drunken Goat Inn again and began brewing their own moonshine. Thus, the Templehof Moonshiners were born. After months of intense training sessions, the gang of drunkards were back to their losing ways but had begun profiting from their moonshine. This did not go unnoticed by Boar's Rat Snatcher, whose coffers were slowly depleting, not only due to the expensive armour he had bought for the team, which they had never returned, but also the loss of custom. Seeking to eliminate the competition that had once been his main source of income, Boars got terribly drunk one night in the company of a mysterious shadowy figure, not an uncommon sight in those parts. Needless to say, he voiced his grievances to this sinister customer. In time, Boars noticed that many of his customers had started returning, and that the Moonshiners had even secured a 1-1 draw against another amateur team, the Fort Munzig Shepherds. Intrigued, he decided to bury the hatchet. To celebrate their success, he sent them a gift of 6 kegs of ale, their usual afternoon thirst quencher, now that business had picked up again, and arranged tickets for their next match. That dark day, as Boars sat on a rotting wooden bench ready to watch the game, the mysterious figure appeared beside him, grinning with a rictus smile. "I hope you enjoy my handiwork, friend," it cackled before slipping away into the shadows. At that moment, the Moonshiners stumbled onto the pitch. But something was different. Boars watched slack-jawed as Pickled Pete and Boozy Bill managed to stay fully upright, almost as if imbued with an energy and vigour he had never seen before. The rest of the team shambled onto the mud patch of a pitch, their eyes glowing with an eerie light. He watched in astonishment as his former serving wench, Megan Tequila Moonrise, adeptly wrestled the opposition to the sodden ground, gnawing at their ears, a technique for which she was often sought after in her previous profession. After the match, Boars was eager to reacquaint himself with the players and negotiate an advertising sponsorship for the Drunken Goat Inn, now that the team was performing with renewed life. But in the locker room, he was met with a sickening truth. At first, Stan Stiffbottom appeared to be passionately kissing the opposing team's lone cheerleader, until she began screaming and blood spurted from her neck. Horrified, Boars realised the fresh vitality the team exuded was because they were all undead. Even worse, the players seemed utterly oblivious to their condition, drunk as they were. Sobbing with remorse over the barbed words he had once spoken about his most loyal patrons, Boar's Rat Snatcher fled Templehof, never to be seen again. It is rumoured that the Templehof Moonshiners now receive free ale delivered day or night, courtesy of the Drunken Goat Inn. Since their inception, the Templehof Moonshiners have grown in strength and numbers, boasting a squad built on depth rather than talent. That said, some professional teams, such as the Dead Rock Tyrants, have been rumoured to take an interest in the Moonshiners roster. When questioned, Boozy Bill Bonewalker, their star ball carrier, commented, "You'll never see any of Oosh playing with some Skellies or Zombos. Frankly, I think they shuddered stick to high. Ring some. Undead things, not real peep shoals likes. Lot." Although pleased with the increasing number of seats filled at their games, the Moonshiners remain prejudiced against some of their most ardent fans due to their connections with necromancy. Some fear that if the team ever sobers up, they may never reach their potential and make it into the professional league. But as they say, keep the moon shining and the ale flowing, and everything will look much better in the morning.
Well, yeah, interesting comments there. All right, and now I'm going to move on to a more brief account of the Aberdeen Dons. Well, from the, well, you're going to hear. Why should I tell you? All right.
The Dons are something of a peculiarity in Blood Bowl, given that magic is banned from the playing field. Even so, considering the age and ability of the Amber College faculty members from the Totemic Animals department, most amateur teams are happy to face them, the odd spell not considerably tilting the game in their favour, most of the time. In their heyday, as aspiring students at Amber College, the then Dean actively encouraged students at the university to partake in Blood Bowl, claiming that the game helped them better connect with their totem animals. The initial results were quite spectacular, with the Aberdeen undergrads causing several major upsets against some formidable teams, including Tor, Rangers and Valor. However, this early success was short-lived, as the Great Nuffle swiftly punished them for their over-enthusiastic and continual use of totemic magic. Banned from the professional scene, the undergrads were left playing only on the amateur circuits and eventually disappeared from the game due to repeated incidents of bad luck. Nuffle was not happy. Several team members were inexplicably driven into a strange kind of madness. Most famously, Barnes' squatting penguin, Simpers played his last game waddling up and down the touchline, squawking for fish. He then proceeded to swallow the ball whole and was shortly after torn to pieces by an enraged minotaur. Several decades passed before the team resurfaced. Now more aged, wizened and, well, frankly far less supple, the former students, now faculty members of Amber College, set about reviving their old tradition. With magic playing a lesser role in their game, they hope that Nuffle will look upon them with mercy and welcome them back to the sport they love so dearly. Since the team's heady days of success, much has changed for the players. Arthritis, for one thing. However, with their excellent tracking abilities honed through years of studying animal instincts, the players are extremely adept at keeping a close eye on their opponents and rarely let them slip by unnoticed. What they lack in physical strength, they make up for in audacity and, of course, in Marigold, the team's ogre bodyguard.
Okay. That about sums that up. And let's get straight into the game. Okay. Let's let it roll. Yeah, I should let you know, these teams are not particularly amazing, to put it mildly. Oh my lord. A little bit of lagging. Yeah, I expect you're probably not going to see these kind of teams in the ZFL because they are pretty bad. But they should be entertaining at least. Oh my lord. Yeah, apologies, this is going very, very slow. I'm not sure why. It must be a bad connection this morning. See, it's a zombie-only team pretty much. I just need to shut down some background stuff. This is getting crazy. It's very slow. Hopefully that smoothed it up a bit. Alright, let's get a look at the rosters in a second. And yeah, I should just note, there was a mistake here in how this was used here, because there should be a zap spell. But never mind, it didn't quite work out as I wanted. Never mind, never mind. Alright, let's have a look at the rosters. So for the Aberdeen Dons, we've got Jerry Elquake Atrix, Shadowing, Fend, and he's a bit slow. You will notice quite a bit of shadowing here. These are good out in the wild. Camberfoot, Rongsnake, Dullard, Mighty Blow, Dauntless, Fend, but yeah, not so strong. Guntar, Diziotta, Brinkle, Shadowing, Fend. Ulfi, Sneezing Badger, Turnip, not so fast with Shadowing and Fend. Ivan Mark, Antro, Goose Trapper, bit edge busted, but with Dauntless. And there's Ren, Rockgull, Wise Penny, Fend, not fast. Aldebert, Beastmaster, just standard. And Marvel, Slugmeister, Glasswar, who is actually quite fast, but very breakable. And Derval, Thinking Fish, Diamond Skull, with Guard and Thick Skull. Frederic, Shikiao, Boom Nest, with Wrestle, Grab, Kick, and he's a bit slow. Jeff, Dancing Worm, Griffopus, Running Pass, and a bit slow. So he is the thrower. And Marigold, he's there in there for protection, basically. There's Dan, Sitting Duck, Dracosi, Pro, Catch, and Block. He's the blitzer, but he's a bit slow as well. Shot horror. And finally, Erin, Blind Tree, Longstaff, Shadowing, Stand Firm, and Wrestle, the body gap. And the Moonshiners. Boozy Bill Bonewalker, bit of a star player, very fast, 5 movement, with sprint, catch, and then we've got Double Shot Donny, who's basically a thrower. He's very good at throwing the ball. So you can see +5 for pass. He's got Pro, sure hands, he can pick up the ball. Run Robbie Ratbait, diving catch, sure feet. Shaun of the Cider, sidestep. We've got Drunken Duncan, Mugfell, Muffel, I think it should be Mugfell. Anyway, yeah. Mugfell, Millwind, Pickle Pete the Pallid with Wrestle, Stumblefoot Steve the Sloshed, Half Pint Harry the Hollow with Dirty Player, Staggering Stan Stiff Bottom, Albric Absinthe Abuser with Frenzy, Schlag Snaps with Block, Megan Tequila Moonrise, who's kind of dressed up with a pumpkin today for some reason, Guard, Block, and these are Pass Busted, and Ruby Ratas Rogers, Frenzy, Guard, Dodge. And the reason they're like this is because basically these are the serving wenches, so to speak. So they're basically there to keep the rest of the players tanked up with some beer, with some booze and some moonshine. That's their supporting role. And Sir Wilhelm Stout, decent play for them, and probably the star player on the team, other than Boozy Bill Bonewalker, is Head Crusher Carl, a very fast flesh golem with Guard. All right, there's nothing else to mention here other than the fact that there was meant to be an attempt to to do a bit of wizardry and turn someone into a frog, but that went a bit skew with. But never mind. Should be fun nevertheless. Yeah, the Templehof Moonshiners basically rely on strength in depths and grinding down their opponents, causing some injuries. Nice glowing ball to the start there. I don't think the pitch... Ah, that's why the pitch is wrong. Oops. I was going to say, it should be on a... Should be on a nice pitch. My mistake. Ooh! Wilhelm Stout. Nice hit there. Instant sun. Geriatrics is on the floor. Making into the supporting role. And the blitz is coming in. Boozy Bill Bonewalker. Nice pow. Very talented player. I'm going to see an early foul come in from half-time Harry. And KO. Who's out off the field straight away? It's Sneezing Badger. Ruby Ratas Rogers tries to pick up the ball, fails badly. Oh! A bit of a spell there. Didn't quite work out. Again, that should have been really a frog. Now, double shot Donny should be the one trying to pick up the ball, but he's way, way, way back there. Their star thrower. Ruby needs to focus on dishing out the moonshine to help the players. And not standing firm there. That was unusual. How? What? What happened there? That, huh? I didn't know you could do that. Blitz action. Or you can choose not to use it. Huh? I think something's glitched there. Never mind. Yes, he's got should be on stand firm. Never mind. Anyway. So Marigold getting straight in amongst it. Trying to tie up Peg Crusher Carl, who is kind of the star player there. The support coming in for Carl straight away. Ratbait Ronnie's in here, and the blitz is coming in from Schlag Schnaps. Gets them both down. Marigold is down. And it's a dirty, dirty, dirty play here from the Moonshiners. This is what we expect from them, really. Half by Harry. Oh! Marigold is hurt. He's off. And there are no apothecaries because, well, there are none. That was ouchie. So, fatal blow to Aberdeen Dons very early on. And Ruby Ratas Rogers does pick up the ball. I'm not sure why she's got the ball though. Ooh. KO. Who was that? Pickle Pete the Pallid. Long-time player for Templehof Moonshiners. And Ron Snake with some good powers in it. Brew Nest. Not so successful. Run running Rat Babe. Looks like Templehof Moonshine is trying to shift the flank. That amazing mobility. Schlag Snaps. Stand firm. Doesn't get anywhere with that. That's unfortunate. And, oh, Peg Crusher Carl, much more effective. Who's Bill Bonewalker's a bit tied up at the moment. He needs to get into the open space where he can do his running. Double shot Donny moving forward. And Ruby's just sitting back here. Moonshiners clearly up for a fight. St. Dr. Cozy. On Tequila Moonrise, and she goes down. Oh, Dizzy Otter. Double pow. And again, they're really... Boozy Bill, they're really taxed in keeping tied down. Not having to run around them. And Raw Goose Trapper. Just the push. And the foul's coming in. It's Benny. Not much effect there. Again, I think the Don's realizing now that they need to play a bit dirty themselves. Select snaps. Getting lots of pows in here. Doing very well. And that's... Ooh. It's another takedown. Blind Tree Longstaff. Stand firm. Old faculty member there. Getting hit pretty hard. And Ruby Ratass Rogers looks like she's going to make the score. Which is very unusual. Who's a Bill Bonewalker? Oh, he's not running on. Maybe he's got some kind of relationship going on with Ruby. I don't hit to score. I guess it's unusual. Unusual to see. Shadowing! Doesn't work. The shadowing abilities of the Aberdeen Dons can catch people out occasionally. Now, Thinking Fish is in there with guard on the ball. We're going to see a blitz come in here. Looks like we are. One of the players can get through. They can't quite make it through the gaps. Trying to tie down as many of the Moonshiners as possible. The dodge attempted. Throw works. And gets the both down. Sitting Duck Dracosi gets the ball. Excellent sack there. Aberdeen Dons very happy with their play now. It's looking very good. The Dean is going to be pleased for sure. And the shadowing does work. Ooh, dodge shield coming in. Shadow again. Not quite, not quite. The blitz does come in just a push. Wilhelm Stout is in there as well now. Can get Head Crusher Carlin. Ooh, how can he see anything? Oh, God. Obviously he doesn't need to. And they're both down. That's a Boozy Bill Bonewalker, I believe. What can the Aberdeen Dons do here? How can he get out of this situation? Stanford's not working for some reason. Very strange. I think it's just Wilhelm Stout's had a little bit too much stout before the game. He just can't keep his legs in place whatsoever. Oh! Saying that, gets the boot in there. Nice trip. Nice trip sending Dracosi to the deck. And Keg Crusher Cal coming in to cover the ball. So does Wilhelm Stout. And Boozy Bill Bonewalker is wide far away from the ball, unfortunately. And you see some fouls coming in. Fine Harry Oh! The ref sees that and says, ah, never mind, never mind. Yeah, well argued, well argued. By a mysterious figure in the background there. I'm not quite sure who that was. Who's a Bill Bonewalker? He's actually freed up now. No follow-up there. Aberdeen Dons getting slowly worn down. Oh, there's a death! Oh, no. The dead don't die. Who was that? Schlag snaps as well. Yeah, Schlag snaps. Yeah, they really need him on the field. I think he's the only player on the team who block. So yeah, very essential to the team. Fouls coming in. KO. Another one is off. Who was that? Ruby Ratas Rogers is out. And we're coming to the end of the first half here. The ball is on the floor. Which is a common feature you'll see from the Templehof Moonshiners. I'm sure you might see them pop up from now and again in the future. The ball does tend to be on the floor for them a lot. And lots of players as well. Stout in with a blitz, just to push back. Huge chain push there. And marking the ball. Megan Tequila Moonrise tries to pick up the ball, but just not capable of doing it. Aberdeen Dons, what can they do? Really, at this point, they've just got to prevent the score more than anything. Keep that ball marked up. And yeah, Thinking Fish doing some thinking there, getting right round the back. And they're actually going for a scoring threat here. Very brave. And we've got to push back. Stand firm does not work this time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Very, very unusual. Boosie Bill Bonewalker, unusually on a defensive role here. Just making sure there's no hope for the Aberdeen Dons to score. And push back there from Half Pint Harry. Dracosa goes onto the ball, cannot keep hold of it. And it does scatter. Oh, Sean of the Cider. Bit of a go for it there. Bit too much. And can the Aberdeen Dons pull a miracle off here? Can they manage to get a pass and a score? I'm thinking probably not. It'd be very strange if they did. You never know though. And oh, Sidney Dracosa, the pass, and whoa, that's way off. The crowd trying to help them out, throw the ball back in, but yeah, the half is over. Time is up. Thrilling 0-0. And how things shaping up now. Of course, the Moonshiners suffered a death, but that's not actually affected them. They've still got the same number of players. Not every day you hear that said, is it? Sneezing Badgers still on the floor, out cold, and have lost Longstaff and Marigold as well. But they're still at full strength. Just slightly weakened, but they come into the game slightly weakened anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of a burden for them. Nice little ass wiggle there. And the blitz. Ruby Ras Rogers is back up. Charging towards the ball. Sean of the Cider coming round as well. Boosie Bill Bonewalker. The blitz. Just gets the push back. And continues on forwards. And they're just marking as many players as they can here. Trying to put some pressure. Got Dancing Worm. Should be able to get hold of that ball fairly effectively. From there on, it looks like they're making a dramatic push down this left side. The Cozy having a pretty good game up to now. Showing off his talents. And Dancing Worm, oh, can't quite get hold of the ball there. You can't really get the worms to help him pick up the ball here because, as you can see, it's all concrete. Worms cannot quite get through. They usually help him pick up the ball, but not today. There's still a little gap down the sideline there. Oh! Wilhelm Stout. Looks like he's been topping up a bit too much at half-time. Actually punched himself in the face there, if you saw. Not too good. Can the Dons take advantage of this? No. Peg Crusher Carl standing firm. The grab. Maybe that's why he was pushed before. The grab coming in handy here. Big Yao Boom Nest. And the Aberdeen Dons making some good progress down there. There's a gap just down the edge. And Vanas Rogers not going down, refusing to go down. Oh, dear, Dancing Worm. Griffiths not doing so well here. Or Griffithus. Letting his team down. Stout's back up. Manages to get a win this time. Oh! Oh! Applauding the player. Who was that who went down? Dizzy Otter. Shot asider. Nice hit in there. That frees up Boozy Bill Bonewalker. And he's making a charge for it. Ruby Rouse Rogers. And, oh. The shadowing. Shadowing coming in very effective here. Just for one. Just one. Oh. Bit too enthusiastic there. Still no score. Certainly an entertaining one. Boom Nest. Oh, KO. KO. And that Slack snaps out again. They tried killing him. Now they're trying to knock him out. See if that keeps him out of play. Thinking Fish. Nice hit there. And, oh! Jeff Griffithus manages to pick up the ball eventually, but then fails to dodge, and he's down on deck. Can Megan Tequila Moonrise get that? I don't think so. She's in a very precarious position at the side of the pitch. Clearly gone over there to fill up some tankers to refresh the players. Double shot Donny on defensive duty there. Pickle Pete Pally. Nice hit. That does free up Wilhelm Stout, and he's charging. Wow, what a run. What a run. I think he just wants some refreshment from Tequila there. Who's just filled up at the sidelines. Shadowing fails. And the hit comes in. Effective hit. Does Tequila get the ball? She does, and she dodges out. And is she going to score? She scores. Tequila Moonrise. I'm not quite sure what that face pack is about. Maybe it's some kind of beauty thing. Trying to, clear out her pores on her face or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, a face pack can be very refreshing, of course. Play doesn't affect her side, luckily. And now it's the Aberdeen Dons. It's all on them. Can they pull this one back? One down. Very unfortunate. Again, Dancing Worm been playing particularly badly. A bit palsied. Again, the worms do help him most of the time, but not today. Oh, ambitious uphill there. Well done. Can he do it? Finally, Jeff picks up the ball. Excellent pass. Dracosi's on the ball. Looking good, looking good. Thinking Fish. Downs Carl. That's amazing. A wrestle in here. And that's the turnover. It wasn't a wrestle, it was a both down by the looks of it. Oh, we might see a surf here. Albert Beastmaster. No, there's no. Ah, the fend. The fend comes in handy there. Elbrick absent though. Has managed to mark Dracosi. Rumbay. Oh. Ratbait Ronnie. Nice stun. And Ruby Ratass Rogers round the back to help base up. Choose to build Bonewalker. Not quite managing to go for it. Had a very poor game today. Can they help out Dracosia? Is he going to blitz his way off the ball here? Looks like that's what's going to happen. Yep. Gets the power on Ruby. She's down. They're going to shift flanks. Yep. Shift on to the right side now. Very exposed over here. Only Wise Penny and Grifferpuss here to help out. Foul coming in from Beastmaster. An effective break. Stunned up Ruby. It's going to be really hard for the Dons to get through this. There's just a wall of bones in front of them. Absinthe Abuser. Good hit. Pickle Pete. Just the push. Ben coming in very effective here for the Dons. Oh. Dead Crusher Carl just about managing that goal for it. Are we going to see a foul come in? Surely we are. Who's the Bill Bonewalker? This Megan is coming in for the blitz. Looks like we're going to mark Dracosi. Gets the pow. And Grifferpuss is stunned. And the foul comes in on Grifferpuss. And the ref spots this one again. Is he going to let it go again? No, not this time. Yeah, that was, half pint Harry. He's had a lot of fouls in his game, has to be said. Oh. Boom Nest. Not doing so well. I had a great game up to now, but no. A swing and a miss, so to speak. And now, the Moonshiners looking pretty good. Just 3 turns left. What can the Dons do? Can they score? Is this over? It looks pretty bad for them at the moment. Wilhelm Stout. Both down. He's knocked himself down. Dracosi. 2 turns left. There's a lot of players on the ground over here. Surely one of them can get free. The blitz from Boom Nest is successful. think that's going to... Thinking Fish should be free now. And, yeah. Puts the scoring threat on. Handler closer down the way. Oh! The pro skill saving him. No pass coming out just yet. Geriatrics really trying to base up some plays here. To keep Thinking Fish safe. If my memory serves me correct, I don't think Thinking Fish Derval has ever scored in all his history. He's much more of a defensive player. Line of scrimmage player. Oh! That's a lot of blood. And yeah, Dancing Worm taking a lot of punishment. Kind of deserved it as well. Poor performance today, that's for sure. Beastmaster stunned up. It's a bit of a... Seems to be... Yeah, some kind of animosity between these two players. They're really having a good go at each other. Megan's down, the scorer. Didn't quite come off that blitz. And this could be it. Boom Nest. The push is enough. They just need to free up. Just need to free up for Cozy. He is free now. Gonna be the handoff. Handoff to Thinking Fish. Successful. Can he score? Last third of the half. He's done it. Superb play. They've still got what it takes, the Dons. Again, as you heard from the report before, they were basically thrown out of the professional league for excessive use of magic. They would cheat a lot, and judging by the opening of this game with the spell that they cast, I think Knuckle might not be too happy with that, but we shall see. We shall see what happens to them in the future. The spell was completely ineffective. And again, there has been some protest from the actual squad themselves. They were saying that it's not actually them who are doing the spells. There's some over-eager fans in the stands, apparently. But yeah, who do you believe? Who do you believe? It's a tough one. Nuffle will be Nuffle, though. So last turn of the half. It's going to go into extra time here. And I'm pretty sure the teams have decided on a sudden death. So the first team to score will take the win. I believe. Lots of pushes here from the Moonshiners, but oh, that's over. And they're down 3 plays, but they still should have a full squad, I believe. Let's double check. They're losing Marigold. Fatal blow. Let's just check. I believe... Yeah, they've got a full squad still. 11 players, so that's all good. So 11v11 still. It's a timeout. And the Dons receiving the ball. So the advantage is to them here. Nice hit from Thinking Fish. Not so nice hit from Geriatrics. Oh yeah, Geriatrics. On the deck. Let's leave it open here for front of the cider. Boozy Bill Bonewalker. Oh, going for it, but as usual, does fall over quite a bit. Oh, very nice hit. Very, very nice indeed. Thinking Fish having a wonderful game here. I've never seen this side of him before. Boom Nest just a push there. Facing up Mr. Absinthe. Operation Absinthe Abuser. That's over to the Moonshiners again. The ball is on the floor. Boozy Bill Bonewalker should be able to get hold of this. But he's not. He's got. Why is he not picking it up? It's very unusual. Black snaps. Facing up Blast Walk there. Showing the side is not picking this up. I'm really confused by this. I think, I know what it was, because yeah, recently I believe in in Slovenia recently it's been Women's Day, hasn't it? So that's why they're allowing the girls some scores. It's starting to make sense here. Rum running rat bait, not quite making his way through there. And it's all down to Grifferpuss here now, really. What can he do? Sneaky. I didn't even see him. Sneezing Badger Turnip. Oh! Sneaky holding him there in the end zone, but it's not quite paid off. And that might be it. That might well be it. Double shot Donnies had no throws there, which is unfortunate. Good hit. Boozy Bill One Walker. The gentleman as ever. And Ruby scores. And that is the win for the Moonshiners. That is the win. Yeah, just in case you're wondering why I cut it short, because they said that the Aberdeen Dons were feeling a little bit tired, so they had to retire early and get some cocoa and go to bed. There's a bit of a trip home down the Reich back to Altdorf. They need to be tucked in because the Dean will not be happy if they get back late. So they had to leave early, basically. But yeah, thrilling game. Lots of skills involved. I have to say, Stumblefoot Steve the Sloshed. I don't believe we saw him do anything. Sneezing Badger got knocked out a bit. I think the star plays for me for the the Moonshiners. I think, yeah, that's what happens when you get some drunken zombies who type out their own team name and they get it wrong. Not a shock. Not a shock, is it really? Anyway, yeah, thanks to the place for playing. And the next game you'll be seeing in the Marienberg, will be the official games. Got a nice lineup of games coming. I'll get them to you as soon as possible. And also, of course, there is still the let me try and remember what it's called. Happy Tree Friends Trophy Final. So there's a lot of hype around this game. I think a lot of people are looking forward to this. And it is going to be the friendly Vikings against the Fangorn Falcons. The two teams that finished top of their tables. And yeah, I believe there might be some kind of special surprise here, because it looks like the Vikings are trying to get someone special to play. But yeah, there might be a bit of friction with the ZFL committee, but we'll see what turns out. It should be interesting nevertheless. All right, that is it. And I'll see you again shortly, I hope. Bye-bye.